Ladies and gents, welcome back to Legends of Stuttgart. Today I will be fitting the Numeric Racing shifter mechanism to my 996 C4, as you can see behind me. And once I've fitted this, I will show you a very interesting gear knob option for the 996 and 997. So stick to the end and I will show you what it is and how you can obtain it. So firstly, in order to fit the Numeric Racing shifter mechanism, we need to remove the center console. And the first thing we do is to remove these side panels. There's one here and one on the other side. So what you do is you put your hand at the back here, get a good grip and just pull gently, and then pull towards you to remove the panel. You can see here there's 3 metal clips which go into these 3 locations here. We'll do the same on the other side. So again, grab the back, nice firm grip, get your fingers just slightly underneath and give it a little tug and then pull away. So literally that section there hooks into here and then it just clips into place again by the 3 locating clips. So next I will be removing the gearshift gaiter. You can do this by using a prise tool. I really wouldn't recommend it. The coating on the console is rubberized and it is very soft, so you can be damaged very easily. So what I would prefer to do is literally just grab, put 2 fingers in there, literally get a good grip and just yank it up very slowly, and the whole thing will come up and then you can just pull it away. Okay, as you can see, this car is already fitted with a original Porsche short shift mechanism, but we have some free play in here which as I explained in one of my previous videos is coming from this little bit here, which is probably worn. Okay, so once you've got your gaiter raised up, the removal of the actual gear knob is via an Allen key located just here. As you can see, it's quite tight. I'm sure it's got some Loctite in there so it doesn't come loose. And then we'll give it a nice firm tug up, and there you have. So there you have it, one genuine gear knob off. These things are ridiculously expensive, so whatever you do, if you're changing it for another one, do not get rid of it, just keep it. So once you have your gear knob gaiter and gear knob removed, there is a T20 Torx in here, so we'll go ahead and take that off. Next we will need to remove the ashtray. Just slides out. Just inside the ashtray there are 2 more Torx screws. These are T27s. And then we'll just slide out my switch panel here. Then we'll go ahead and disconnect this plug and the interior light. One important thing to remember whilst you're doing this, be careful not to scratch 2 panels together, because this rubberized coating will scratch very easily. There we go. As you can see, once we've removed our window switches and our interior light cable, there is another T20 in there, so we'll go ahead and remove that. always helps to use magnetized tools. And we're already in profit with this job. I can see a 10p piece in there. So the next thing we're going to do is remove this panel by the side of the handbrake lever. To do this, all we do is just pull away and then lift up. Next, open your center console. Get yourself a little pick, and all we do is lift up the rubber mat like so, and inside there you will see another T20. Go ahead and remove that. That should allow us to lift up this panel here. Take it. So as you can see, there's another T20 just there. So we'll go ahead and remove that. Now this next part is very important. Inside here, this little thing here is a coin holder. Underneath here there's another T20 Torx. Be careful, do not just yank this up because you will snap it. Just inside here, just underneath, there is a little hole. Just push your little tool in there, push in slightly, and that will just pop out. Mind it doesn't hit you in the face. As you can see, that literally goes in like this, slides in, and then the bottom part just clips in to the bottom here. So there's the T20 just underneath the coin holder. So we'll go ahead and remove that also. Oh, we don't drop it. So that's it. So if we grab our console now, you can see it's on the loose. Before we go ahead and pull out our console, we need to remove this switch just to give us a little bit more clearance here in order to slide out the center console. All you do is just pull that out and your switch panel is off. As you can see, I've gone ahead and removed the heated seat plugs. Just leave it in there. That just gives us a little bit more clearance just under there in order to slide the console out. You can see it's already on the move. It won't take much to get it out completely. So as you can see, just one last thing before we remove our console altogether. There is a little 2-wire plug there which goes to the locking mechanism. So we just pull that off, and now our center console can slide off. So ladies and gents, in order to remove our gear selector, we can go ahead and pull this panel off. Just pull it up. Here you go. Just pull it out of the way. can see our gear selector cables. So in order to remove the gear selector cables, all you have to do is pull back on this spring loaded clip and just lift the cable out, and we'll do the same with this one here. And there you have it, both cables are free. So in order to remove our gear selector cables, all we do is squeeze in these clips, and they should just pop out. Same with this one. As you can see, you get a slight movement there. Do the same on the other side, and it's straight out. So ladies and gents, there we have it. So all we have left now is 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm nuts, and our gear mechanism is out. We could just go ahead and lift this out. Make sure you've undone all the screws, and there you go. So what I'm going to do now is get the mobile vacuum cleaner. I feel a lot better knowing that it's clean underneath there, even that nobody can see it. I know it's clean. That's just my OCD. So this is actually a really neat design, because as you can see, they've literally thought about everything. So the original fixing points where the center console screws down onto have all been catered for. So this is a direct replacement to your original gear shift mechanism. So guys, here we go. This is the moment where it all comes together. As you can see, it's made exactly to the original specification of the shifter I just removed. So we put back our 10mm nuts. So we'll go ahead and we'll do them in sequence to make sure everything's sitting right. Just hand tight at the moment until all our 10mm nuts are relatively tight. You can see I'm holding the ratchet from the head. That way you've got no leverage, so you can't over tighten straight away. Just get it to sit down first. Now that seems to be relatively flat down. And now we can just go ahead. You can see I'm using a bit more leverage here. It doesn't have to be extremely tight. That's perfectly fine. Now, I've seen some people cutting their carpets in order to get this to sit down that little bit further. In my opinion, it absolutely makes no sense to me. If you wanted to reduce the length of your gear selector, all you have to do with this kit is take off this screw and move it down to the top hole. I'll put mine in the middle. I want to see how it goes. If it's too short, I can move it up one. It's got 3 settings. I can move it up one to make it slightly longer, or move it down one to make it slightly shorter, but I'm confident it's going to be absolutely fine, 100%. This is made of aluminium. When it's sitting on a metal surface, you're going to get a lot more noise whilst you're selecting. Obviously the carpet cushions that noise a little bit. I mean, if that's what you like, then that's perfectly fine, but I really don't see no sense in it. So we'll go ahead now and put our cables back into location. You can see there are some adjusters here, and this can be moved backwards and forwards, but this should be adjusted just right for the standard cables. So we'll just go ahead. You can see they've just literally both slotted. I haven't made any adjustments there at all, so just a little gentle push and they click into place. To be honest with you, these are more secure than the original shifter mechanism I just removed. That's how it feels anyway. So we'll go right ahead and put our cables back. So all you do, as described earlier, you just pull back. You pull back on that spring. It's all spring loaded, which is the easy thing. And then we'll just get our cable back in there and release the spring. There we go. That's one in. We'll do exactly the same for the other one, and then we can see what this is all about. Yep. And that's our numeric shifter mechanism in situ, tightened down with the cables on. And that feels absolutely awesome. I mean, look, wow. Let's get a bit of clutch going here. Whoa, that feels, whoa, it's so precise. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Reverse. That feels absolutely awesome. Exciting stuff. As you can see, it already comes all fully lubed up. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and remove these 2 torque screws and carry on with putting our console back. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and put this cover back. This has a dual purpose. One, when the console sits back on here and gets screwed down, you can see here it actually stops the cables from popping up whilst you're changing gear. And number 2, you have your electric window cables which go in there. So before I go ahead and put the console back, I want to briefly talk about the surprise gear knob, which you guys might like, and I'll explain exactly how I came about it. The reason I'm talking about it now is because this, as you remember, is the plug that goes to the ashtray light. There's a little light in there and that goes there. I'm going to be utilizing this for my new gear stick, and I'll show you what it is now. So when I decided on the Numeric Racing gear shift mechanism, I toyed with the idea of changing the gear knob. There's a reason for that. Although this is the original, and I am a purist at heart, I would never go and put some tasteless gear knob, just any old gear knob. And this I mean, this is a really nice gear knob, leather. It's got the silver on it, it's starting to wear just ever so slightly, but it's in really good condition, and this is real leather. However, I wanted something a little bit more manageable. So I was shopping around, and originally I wanted the 997 shift knob, and then I stumbled upon a website in Germany, and there was a number of choices for this car, and I opted for this one. Look at that little beauty. It's made for the 996. As you can see, it's a custom fit, and the beauty of this is, I mean, there's 3 choices, and at the end of this video I will include a clip which shows you the website to buy from, and the selection, so you can literally choose to have all leather, or you want the aluminium bit on there. You can choose the color of the stitching. You can, so this lights up when you turn your lights on, your gear gate illuminates. You can even choose the color of the gate. That's the beauty of it. I thought this was a really nice touch to go with this upgrade, and it literally, and to be honest with you, it fits the same, more or less the same way as the original does. It has got an Allen key in there, which you tighten up, and if we have a look in here, we can see the wires for the illumination. Just pull that out, there you go, and these go straight underneath, and they join onto your ashtray light. So I'm going to be fitting this once I get the console back in, but what I wanted to do was to get these wires ready before the console goes back in, so I don't have too much trouble. So you can see here exact fitment, and on the side here there should be an Allen key. They even supply a little Allen key with the kit, and you'd be surprised, you'd be really surprised how much this was. So the other surprise, which I haven't mentioned, is I'm having the steering wheel refurbished by Royal Steerings, who do an excellent job, and I've actually chosen the stitching to match the stitching on the gear knob. So let me just get this on there. Oh, we're going the wrong way. I'm not gonna put it on, I just wanted to see how it fits. Okay, so we'll put that aside for now. Once the console goes back in, then I'll be fitting this as well. So we'll take these off, otherwise we'll put the console in, and then we'll have to remove it again to get these little boys off. So for getting our center console back in, we're going to be doing everything we did to remove it in the exact opposite order. Just be careful navigating it around the handbrake. we go. Put a plug back for the glove box. There we go. So as you can see, we have used the 2 screws here supplied by Numeric Racing, which came with the kit. Obviously these went into plastic and they screw straight into aluminium, so these are now redundant. So as you can see, the console is back in and it fits back beautifully as it was before. And now for our new gear knob. As you can see, there's a little Allen key on the side there. The Allen key is provided with the kit, and the wires for the gate illumination I've fed through just underneath there, and it's going to get connected, as I said before, to the ashtray light. So we'll just go ahead and slip our gear stick in, and it fits in beautifully. Absolutely no force needed at all. I will tidy these up later. We'll just give this a little, and that's all the way in. That's all the way in. I mean, you can see the gear stick is it's quite tall. I'll see how it goes like this, and if I don't like it, I literally lift the gator up, undo that screw, and put it down to the next hole. That's nice and tight. Okay, so we'll just pull the cables through. So we'll just pull the wires through here and just let them rest here for now. Just make sure all the clips are in place. So we are using the original clips. There's nothing that you need to modify with this at all. Okay, there is a little bit of a gap here. It is all the way down. We won't go anymore. Okay. It's all the way in and it's secure. There you go. That's the new gear stick. Once I fit the wiring, we'll see how it lights up. It is a little bit long, but it looks absolutely spectacular, apart from the little gap there, which I don't like. However, it's not an original part. It is what it is. It's got a nice feel to it. Let's try and select the gears with it. It's nice and tight. There's no free movement. Overall, fantastic. Tell me what you think. You can see that the size difference. The difference is huge, really. And I mean, to be honest with you, I've got quite big hands, and changing gear with the original knob, it doesn't fit the hand very well. But this is a lot better, which is exactly what I went for. And yeah, there isn't many choices out there when it comes to 996 gear knobs. So yeah, I'm overall very pleased with this purchase. And as I said at the end of this video, I will include a little clip in there, giving you details of the website where I found it, and what you can do to get one. So what we're doing here, in order to connect the illumination on the gear stick, all we do is splice into the ashtray wires. Just get that a little bit. Here we go. So here the brown is the earth. What I'm going to do is twist these on there first, and then they will get soldered and taped up. So we're not cutting any wires. As you can see, we've literally just de-sleeved it and connected in between. Do the same. With the live. It's a little bit awkward because the wire for the ashtray is a little bit short. So there you go. Both wires connected, as you can see. So let's try that. There you go. So there you have it, job done. All I have to do is tape up the wires and put the switch panel back in with the ashtray, and this job is completed. Thank you so much for staying with the video. Don't forget, stay till the end if you want to find out where I got this gear stick from. So this is the first drive with the Numeric Racing short shifter, and I mean, even before I drove it, I was impressed. The slick, precise gear change, the clunkiness of the old unit has gone completely. Got a very nice, quiet, very slick gear change. Every single gear engages. It's like hot knife through butter. Absolutely. Very, very, very impressed with this. I would, if you're thinking about pulling the trigger on one of these Numeric Racing short shifters, I wouldn't hesitate at all. the difference is night and day. Even with my car having an original Porsche short shifter kit fitted, this kit just smashes the granny out of it. Absolutely does. I had a little issue. The whole reason why this came about, this changing the shifter mechanism, I explained in a previous video. Going from second to third and any other gear, any other higher gear back into third was a bit of a mission. You had to come out and feel your way around for third gear. That issue has completely disappeared. I mean, this is I am very pleased with this. I'm actually quite happy with the length of the gear lever. I don't want it too short. This is perfect. I mean, it's probably the same as the original. Really don't mind having it this size. I can take it down one more notch, probably come to about here, but I am perfectly happy with this. That's the shifter mechanism. As for the gear knob, tell me what you think in the comments about this gear knob. I mean, whatever I do, I want it to be tasteful. I think this is a nice little upgrade. Thank you so much for sticking with the video right till the end. As promised, here is the website where I bought the gear knob from. It's a German site. It's called ICT, and I will put the link down below. So guys, this is it. Just choose your brand of vehicle. So we go Porsche 911 996. And then find, and it will give us all the options. We'll go type 996 here, and as you can see, I really haven't seen anything like this. As far as gear knobs go for 996s, there is a limited market, so I was quite pleased to find this. So you've got 3 gear knobs to choose from. I actually chose this one, model 3. You choose, there's only one choice of aluminium finish, and then you choose your gate. So you've got 5-speed, we've got 6-speed. Choose your LED color. You can have it without LED if you like. You can have red, yellow, white or orange. I went for white. You can choose your gaiter stitching. I went for the light grey because that's what color I'm having the steering wheel retrimmed in. And then I went for leather gaiter. You can choose boot, the gaiter boot to be Alcantara, or you can choose for the whole gear stick to be Alcantara. As mentioned in the video, the trim around the console isn't a perfect fit, and I've since had to look at that. I've taken it back off and had a look, and it appears that, let's have a look at this picture here, where the material of the gaiter is folded underneath this plastic trim. it actually just sits just underneath the circumference of the trim there, and then when you push the trim down, the material underneath, the way it's been folded, it doesn't actually allow for the trim to sit flush with the console. One good thing though, this website, the shopping experience from start to finish was really good. I paid, I think it was PayPal. I've received the gear knob within about a week, just over a week, from Germany, and it arrived via Royal Mail. So yeah, overall really good shopping experience, and because of the alignment issue, I contacted ICT and they've been really responsive, and I've had a few emails sent back and forth. They've asked for some more pictures. So overall, I'm happy with the shopping experience. Obviously, this is initially I was quite excited to find this gear knob on the market, the choices that you have with it, and the fact that you can choose illumination, which I really like. I used to have a couple of M3s which had that. It's a nice little feature. However, this is kind of a review of the product, I suppose. I'm in no way endorsing this product. I'm certainly not getting paid to promote it. It's just something that I came across and I really liked. So see if you like it, and if you fancy it, put in an order. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and share the video. Hopefully it is valuable to some of you if you're interested in changing your shifter. So with that, I'll bid you all farewell and keep safe out there. Take care.